Hey guys, welcome back. This is ChosenArchitect, and today we're going to be taking a step towards industrial foregoing. Hopefully you guys are ready. Alright, so there's a lot of stuff that I've been working on off camera. Just a bit. Let me kind of go over a few things. Right now I'm working on power. So we're going to try and make a high-powered lava farm, basically. So I'm going to need to have really two setups for lava. So I'm working on these crucibles, and I'm pretty sure I have more than 3. I had 4. Well, at least I thought I did. Maybe I'll have to make another one. Oh, there it is, right there. So we have 4 unfired crucibles. Right now I'm working on getting the uranium ingots. And we are going to make those into the blocks that we are going to need to produce a lot of lava. And that's going to go over here. So we're going to have that set up. But I kind of want to show you what my power is being used for and what's drawing the most power. It is this guy. So this is a little cube here. The only thing that's kind of protruding out is all the power connectors. But I'm using item ducts, very cheap, opaque item ducts. And the only thing that has filters are these guys. So the cobblestone goes into this machine. I have everything set up so that way it only holds 1 stack of each item in every category. So that way the buffers end up being in here. And same with all those. And it inevitably ends up going into this crate here. So there's an item duct in the center that is pulling items out and placing them in here. So cobblestone is going up into this from here. And these machines are outputting items down into this machine, or down in this crate, and whenever this is filled up, it's going to start backing up into here, so that way we have even more storage for those things. So this guy is pretty much full. It's out of power right now, because I took all the power connectors down. So that is another thing. It probably would help if I added the water wheel to this. Right now, all the water wheel is powering is the crafter tier 2. So it probably would be in my best interest to probably add that. So at least to have some trickle power going every now and then, but I'm not too worried about it. We're fixing to have a lot of power, and I mean a lot. So let's go ahead and do this. Now this is before these machines are upgraded. Let me get my hatchet. We'll just make things a lot easier. We're going to hatch away at this. We're going to put down our uranium and our crucibles. Alright, so there's our lava producers. Now we need to run cable around the back side, which should be covered for the most part. It may not be, actually, from the looks of it. Actually, we can just run pipe through the top. What am I talking about? We have item ducts. I don't know what I'm even talking about. So let's take some of those opaque item ducts. And we'll get back into the thermal expansion. I think for this one, we're going to use a servo. Just one. And that is going to be perfect for what we're going to be dealing with here. So I'm going to take my cobble generator, place that back in the corner. I could upgrade that. I actually have steel. I don't know if this is going to need upgrading, though. We're going to find out, though, once it starts happening. Let's kind of put this out here. Perfect. And the servo should extract automatically from here. Throw that guy on there. Make sure we ignore the redstone signal. And these guys should, slowly but surely, start filling with cobblestone. That is the idea. It should pull 8 at a time. Since this is so slow, it may be best to actually have this run into a buffer chest. So let's do that. Let's just do a chest. Well, actually, it would need to be a hopper. And I think I have the hopper already right here. So yeah, it'd probably be best to have this run into a hopper just for that buffer. So when it's not running, it could be building up just like that. There we go. So that way, it'll just constantly fill up in here. whenever it does need to go, it will have the ability to. I think we are going to need to upgrade this thing, though. For sure. Okay, so fluid transfer nodes. Something we're going to need. And luckily we have just enough, which is perfect. So we're going to get fluid transfer nodes all over this guy. Transfer pipes. And what we're going to do is we're going to run dynamos up these walls. I think that's going to be one of the best ways of doing it for right now. We have 7 dynamos. And let's see, I can run... I kind of want to run them up and over this. So what we can do is we can have power on the outside. Power cable on the outside, this leadstone flux duct. We have 10 of them for right now. We're definitely going to need more. So I can run this and run this down into the floor. It's probably going to be the best way to do this as of right now. And just stack the dynamos. Like so. And this cable will run across. When it comes to that, I'm not sure yet. So let me just kind of think this out. So we can run this across. Need our smart cable. And I want this connecting. Just like that. And then we can rotate our machines to the direction they need to be facing. And he should be filling up with lava pretty fast. So that's 3 of them going. And I can put 3 more up on this side. I just need to run the power cable across. Look at that. Let's make some more leadstone. Perfect. And I guess we can repeat the same pattern on this side. Right? That looks right. Run these machines down. Turn them all to the proper side. And just run the pipe through. Well, that doesn't look that bad at all. And I think we put our last one right here. Right? Oh, can I not put it there? There we go. So I can say that should work. Alright. So all of these should, eventually once the pipes catch up and everything, once all of the buffers end up filling up, they should all start generating power and push power through this cable, which will inevitably power all of our machines downstairs. I just have to hook it up to some power. So I could run this down. And I also need to run it across. It's going to need to connect over here as well. Just like that. So now we have some power. Actually, I could probably just leave this and just connect it there and not worry about this hole that I just made in the floor. And I do have another dynamo just in case we might need it. I think we might need it. I need to figure out where I would actually place this thing. That is the question. Where would I place it? I mean, I could place one right here. Have it facing that direction. And just run the power. Or run the cable. Not symmetrical at all, but it's not about being symmetrical. Or is it? Alright, so we got that done. That's producing quite a bit of power here. That's all the dynamos that I had originally. And now these guys are fully powered. Perfect. So now we can start working on some other things other than this. I was actually wondering, is Flux Networks in here? I bet they're not. Oh, they are. How expensive would it be to get a basic Flux network running? So Flux is not that hard to obtain. All I would really want is a Flux plug to be able to tap into our network, and a Flux point. So a Flux plug is going to require what? This is one eye of Ender. So one eye of Ender here, another eye of Ender here, and another eye of Ender. So we need 3 eyes of Ender to get started with Flux Networks. So we're going to go ahead and do that. Alright, so I do have some Ender Pearls that are over here, along with Ender Pearls that I currently have on me. So we can take these and make those fairly easy, I must say. So we are going to need some redstone. We do have redstone, so I'm not too worried about that. It's making these. Eyes of Ender. So we'll just do 3 for right now. And we do need to get some obsidian. So getting that is not that hard. Honestly, it'd be better if we had some speed upgrades, because then it would be almost instant on this. But instead it does take a little bit of time. And I was thinking, so these require 4 apiece, so we're going to need 12, I think? Yeah, 12 obsidian to be able to start Flux Networks. Which, I mean, is not bad, actually. We'd probably double our pace if we had both of these here. But we almost have enough anyways. By the way, this thing is just, man, it makes life a lot easier. We are going to work on some other methods of getting stuff, but right now, this was one of the cheapest ways for me to get it. Because diamond really doesn't hold value in this pack. It's not like, you know, your vanilla Minecraft where diamonds are hard to get. This pack is really easy to get since it does revolve around gravel. Okay, so let's go ahead and start tapping into some of this. We're going to need some redstone. Well, how much do we need? 12 at least for that. And then a block. So we need flint and steel. Let's go ahead and grab that. We'll throw that. And we'll throw all of our redstone into the fire. And bam, we got flux now. Okay. So we should pretty much be able to get a flux plug. Oh, we need we need flux cores. There we go. Oh, so flux cores actually require the redstone as well. So that may be an issue. Because we need 12 flux cores. And then our flux plug actually requires a flux block. Wait, I think I got this right. So yeah, this requires 1 set, but it requires flux on top of all that. Let's get redstone. I think I have some more redstone in this chest. I do. Okay, so that makes life a little bit easier. I'll just do 32 for now. There we go. Now that shouldn't be an issue and shouldn't have to worry about it anymore. I think I need to make the block, right? Yep, I need to make the block. So, flux plug, let's make the flux block. Kind of clear out of our inventory, boy. We got a mess in here. There we go, that's a little bit better. Alright, and we could make the flux plug itself, right? So now we have a flux plug. Now we need to make a point. And that's actually pretty easy. So there's our point. Perfect. So now we really don't have to worry about networks anymore. We do have access to this. So, bam, we have wireless power. Well, that was fairly easy. Now we need to figure out where to hook our wireless power. I'm going to say right here. Create a network. Just say power. Starting power. We can change this to whatever color. I think it's random when you click it. There we go. And click create. Right? Oh, it didn't say my name. Whatever. We'll just... There we go. Now we have power. So this is going in. Power is going into this guy. And we have a flux point. So now we can really power anything with this point, if we need to. And that's where I kind of wanted to get into the, let's see, industrial foregoing with the tree extractor, kind of get things going there. Because we will be needing a lot of the machines from industrial foregoing in this pack. So, let's go ahead and start that. This is really a simple machine to make. We're also going to need fluid pipes. Let's see, do we have fluid? I think we need opaque transfer pipes. May not even need them. We may be able to use just the opaque ones, or the regular ones. From thermal expansion. So fluid duct. This guy right here. Yep. All it requires is copper. That's perfect. We can find it. Fluid duct. Alright, so this only holds cooler fluids. It doesn't hold like hot fluids. And we need to find a place to set this machine up. I probably will use this area over here. I see we're getting different colored chickens. It's kind of cool. But let's go ahead and start making those machines. So here we go. We got the tree fluid extractor. We're going to need iron gears. I'm going to make 3 of these for right now. It's usually what I like to make, is 3 of them. What am I out of? Stone. We will fix that real quick. Bam, bam. Come on. There we go. So we're getting this done. I only need 1 piece of stone anyways, just to get the last one. But we are going to need stone probably for the other machines as well. Alright. So, we're getting started with all this. So let's go ahead and throw this down here. So there's our tree fluid extractors. Now, these guys don't require power. And they're going to start producing latex based off of a block being placed in front of it. Like wood, for example. So if I place a log in front of it, it's going to start producing a little bit of latex per log. Just like that. But we need that latex to go somewhere. We also need a block placer. So, block placer. What block placers do we have? We have a block placer from Industrial Foregoing, so that is something. But we also have a block placer here from Cyclic, which looks really easy to make. So let's make this guy. Ah, we need stone. There it is again with the stone. But as we're waiting, it is producing latex, which is awesome. Did it make it? Thought I just made one. Oh, I did. There it is. Perfect. So here's our block placer. And we're going to need this thing, because as you can see, it does do some durability to the blocks. And I need to figure out which direction I want this facing. Wrong way. It is not going to let me place it the direction I want it to place. No, it's not. I need a block back here. It's still facing up. Let's see. Does a wrench work on this? No, it doesn't. Man. Alright. Let me go ahead and break this block. And then let me try it. Well, let me place it now. There we go. So now we can throw this in here. And let's go ahead and break this. Set this to always on. As you can see, it places it. It has a timer here, and it's going to place a block every time. Perfect. And this is just building up the latex. Requires no power. Works perfect. Okay. So now that that's done, let's start getting the latex processing. So. I think it's called plastic. Let's see, plastic makes the dry plate. You get those from the latex processing unit. There we go. So we need a latex processing unit. Requires a machine frame. Kind of interesting. So let's go ahead and get the machine frame. We only need one latex processing unit. So it's pretty simple there. Or that 2 furnaces. Iron gear, and we're good to go. Right? Now this guy I'm pretty sure requires power. And water. So we're going to need to get water to it. And there's a few ways we could do that. With the chicken out of the way. So there's our latex processing unit. As you can see, it does require some power. So that's where we're going to test out our flux point. Put that on top, select the network, and we're good to go. This guy has power. Perfect. Alright, so we need to also get the fluid from here to this machine. Just like that. And I'm going to use servos. The reason I'm using servos and not the retrievers is because the retrievers are kind of expensive, requiring Eye of Ender. So just keep that in mind. And make sure these are all set to ignore. And there we go. So that's doing its job. It's going in here, but this does need some water. So getting some water to it might pose a challenge. Let's actually move this. I'm going to move it forward 1. And we can put this back on here. And now getting water, I'm just going to put a barrel there. Alright, so now that this is working and it's got quite a bit of latex built up, like I said, I was going to put my water here. So what I need to do is throw a pipe down. Unfortunately, it's connected. We need to disconnect this and this. And I have an iron drum that I filled with a little bit of water. Place that bad boy down. And just pop our servo on there. And this is automatically going to fill with water, and we're also getting the latex, and it's going to start producing tiny rubber. Alright, so now that we have our tiny rubber and all that stuff, we can start getting into some of the machines, which is fairly awesome, such as the StoneWork Factory. There it is. The StoneWork Factory requires pink slime, but I think we can get pink slime pretty easy here. If I do remember, it comes from one of these machines. I'll have to take a look at the book. Let me actually take a look here. Because I don't think I can just pull the book up without actually having it. There we go. Let's go ahead and take a look at the book. So, pink slime. If we look at resources, I think. Material, StoneWork Factory. Pink slime. Actually, I don't think there's a way to look at it, but I think it's under mob interactions. And it's from here. You'll get liquid pink. This is not... Okay, this will also produce some pink slime in the process. When provided with power, it will grind an entity in front of it and produce liquid meat from it. It will not drop items or experience in the process. So that is what we need. A mob slaughter factory. So, I guess we could probably easily make this thing. We need 2 swords, right? 2 swords. 2 axes. Iron. We definitely need some iron. As surprising as that may sound. And then, slaughter factory, we need the gold gear. And we're also going to need this plastic. Did I take the plastic? Yes, I did. Okay, so I took the tiny rubber here. And that's going to give us the dry rubber. And we just throw that into a furnace. And that's going to get us what we need. It's going to get us those sheets. So there's 1 sheet. We need 1 more to be able to get what we need. And there we go. So now we have a mob slaughter factory. Now, I'm not sure how well this is going to power things. For right now, I'm going to take this temporarily till I can get that pink slime. We're out of water anyways, but we had enough to be able to produce a few of those sheets. And setting up the slaughter factory. That is something that is going to be fun. Okay. So I guess just put it right here for now. I will give it power. I wonder if it will work on regular mobs. This right here is the pink slime. I think it might work on mobs. We're going to try. We're going to try and get it to work on mobs. Let's do this. Place it here. What's its radius? Got a pretty good size. Think we can get rid of these guys for now. And we give this power. And we see what this thing does. It's going to give us liquid meat and possibly pink slime. And pink slime, we have to put it in a block form. So I'm going to let some mobs spawn, and I'll be right back. Alright, so after waiting for quite a long time for mobs to just slowly build up in this thing, I got a lot of liquid meat, but not so much pink slime. Very little pink slime, and the pink slime is what I want, so I hope I can get the pink slime. Okay, so it gives me meat first. So if I disable that, I'm sure there's a way for me to clear that. Can I drink it? No? What is this actually used for? I've not actually seen what liquid meat is used for. I don't know. Probably goes into another machine. Not too worried about that. Let's see. Bucket. Let's try this again. Let's see. Can I draw? So it's just going to give me the liquid meat for right now. Come on. At least we can put the liquid meat somewhere. Store it. Because I might have to pipe pink slime out. Okay, so it's seeming... I don't know exactly how that's supposed to work. But I should be able to get the pink slime out some way. Let's see, can we do a servo? Let's see, tank. I don't have a tank on me, but I should be able to make one. I can make a stone drum. Pretty easy. There's a drum. And we have fluid. We just need to get a servo in it. Minus the iron. We are missing a little bit of iron. That's okay though. So I know we got some iron probably lingering around somewhere. Nope, guess not. So yeah, we don't have iron. So fluid ducts, I guess it'll be. Temporarily, if we can't get them. Okay. So that should work. And then we need some pipes. It's going to be kind of interesting, actually. Because if I do this... Oh, we get pink slime. Perfect, so I had the output set to only give me pink slime from the output. There we go. Now that should fill in there. And now we can withdraw our one bucket. That's kind of painful, actually. And I bet I don't have a bucket anymore. I have one bucket. Perfect. Awesome. That gives me one bucket of slime. Now, what, you may ask, what I do with this slime? Well, that's where we're going to try something. Pretty sure. Actually, I may want to do it over here. Just in case it actually spawns a actual pink slime. So I'm going to place that in there. And I'm supposed to wait, right? Wait for a pink slime to happen. Okay, and yeah, a pink slime did happen. And I should be able to kill it. It's got quite a bit of health, actually. Alright, and we got 2 pink slime from that. All of that work, we got 2 pink slime from. Kinda crazy. But we should be able to make the StoneWork Factory, I think. I'm just going to go ahead and get a little bit of iron, and then we should be good to go. So I think we're ready to make the Cobble Works, or I say Cobble Works, StoneWork Factory. So let's go ahead and make that. So, all the things we need a bucket. So now we have a bucket. So that's going to be a bucket of lava. And a bucket of water. Mixed with a furnace. A crafting table. And let's see, iron pick. And our pink slime. And the frame that we have. So we're going to need to make another frame. So another tin gear. And then I guess we need the plastic, which I think is upstairs. There we go. And bam, we have the factory. Perfect. This guy is actually pretty cool. So if I place him right there, and I give it power, and it's going to produce cobblestone for us, but we can change this to make it do whatever we want. So I think it goes grinding mode. So that's going to start producing gravel. Or we can have it set to do pretty much anything else. So what I'm going to do is move this. Did not mean to break that block. And we're going to put a hopper back where we had it here. Let's get a hopper. We're going to place the hopper. Not there. I don't know how that happened. A torch literally just trolled us. There we go. And I can place this guy on top of it. And I should be able to set any of these to a location, which they're all set to every location. But definitely the bottom is the one. But I could change. Turn all of these off for all locations. So I don't want everything to go down below. And I'll show you what I mean here in a minute. I definitely don't want this row going. I don't want the first row to do anything. Now I can set the second one to go down, and it'll place stuff inside this downstairs. But let's go ahead and pop this guy on here. Honestly, we don't need this connected to it. It's already on the same power anyways. Looks like it still has kind of a glitched out. I'm actually going to move this. To be honest, it doesn't matter, but this is just my personal preference. I want it kind of out of the way. So there you go. It's going to start producing cobblestone. Now we can say, I want it to grind up here into gravel. But not only that, I can say I want it to grind up even further into sand and grind that into dust. So this pretty much one machine does everything this machine does. It's just that I think that this machine possibly does it faster. Don't know. It does use a lot more power than this for sure. This uses like hardly any power. I think it's 40 RF per tick. Something like that. Yeah, this is producing dust. It does take a little bit of time, but so does this. It does take a little bit of time as well. And right now, for some reason, it stopped. Don't know why it stopped. Maybe because it's filling this internal buffer? Yes. So once this internal buffer fills, then this internal buffer will fill, and then we'll have a large amount of materials. But I don't want this to be doing dust at the moment. It will fill up with dust. But I'm going to set the blue, which will end up being gravel, to drop down. As you can see now, it's starting to produce gravel, and gravel's what's going to go in here. Pretty sweet, actually. So we'll constantly have a constant flow of gravel. Actually, I don't want gravel. I want, let's turn this off. I actually want sand. So now sand's going to go in here. And look at that. I can pretty much choose whatever I want, and this guy's going to do it. Pretty cool, pretty cool. And we've done all this work just to get to this point. As crazy as that sounds. Well, if you guys enjoyed this episode, please remember to click that subscribe button if you haven't already, and also give this video a thumbs up. I really appreciate it. You guys are awesome. And as always, thanks for watching.